Ah, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. I'm not sure if you and I are going to stay together. Look, at the very least, we're going to have a very long argument in the car about everything that's been going on.
It's train crash made, I can't look away. Shut up, press play on 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé. 90 days.
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehash. Before we get into 2024, I need 24,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So if you could sub, that would really help me out. Yeah, I do need it. If I don't get 24,000, YouTube will just shut it all down. Anyway, oh no, you don't have to look it up. Just believe me. So definitely need your help. 24,000 before 2024. We're about to get into another episode of 90 Day Fiancé the other way. And you, sweet baby angel, have voted at our page. You might see it in your subscription feed if you've been scrolling through it, or you can just go to Wilko Rehashed on YouTube and go to the community page and you'll see all the polls there. I think it's like over 80% of people are demanding we do more 90 Day Fiancé, and you know me, I give in to your every whim. Hey, if you are somewhere else in the world that maybe doesn't get this show but you want to watch it, the way to do that is with a VPN. And here we use ExpressVPN. If you use the link below in the description and you sign up for a year, you'll get an extra 2 months free. That's on me. It's an affiliate link, so it really does help out the channel. Plus, we use it, so I know it's the best. All right, let's get into another episode. We were left off with Jen being pissed off again at Rishi. What? You say that's never happened because he hasn't been telling the truth. It doesn't sound like Rishi though, does it? No, this is wild. Anyway, Jen is going to shake it off.
Come on!
Oh.
Say, I love your energy, guys! Ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ho, ha, 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 ha!
Okay, what is that? It's like dance, but it's like that laughing class thing where you all get together in a circle and you just laugh, and apparently if you just keep laughing, apparently you'll end up being happy. Let's do it now.
Oh no, that sounds quite evil.
Are we happy yet? Are we happy? The reason Jen needs to shake it off is not only because Rishi keeps lying, but they did apparently try and sort it out in the car on the way home. We will talk about this in the car.
I was like afraid if I tell you, you will not talk to me. So I just want to like hide this thing because I don't want to lose you.
No more surprises?
No more surprises.
And other lies Rishi has told. That will be the name of his autobiography. No more surprises. And the other lies I have told Rishi. Rishi, that you even said, oh, the reason that I didn't tell you is because it was going to make you mad. And I just thought, I'm just not going to tell you. Well, I kind of understand it a little bit with Jen because she's very mad, but also at this stage, I think, Rishi, you just need to be like really, really honest all the time about everything, like including what you had for breakfast.
Do you think, honestly, that they would accept me? I'm not going to be offended if you're like, no.
Like if you ask me personally, it's all depend on Rishi.
It all depends on him.
Yes. If he wants it, he will. I'm damn sure enough, like he will make it happen. Here in India, like the mom-son relation, like mom will cry for day two, but another day, if his son wants anything, mom will do it for him. I think Rishi is making fool of Jan.
Okay, instructor / friend. I don't know what the point is. I know I've asked this a number of times and you sweet baby angels have generally commented that you think Rishi is just in it for the fame, but I don't know. Like, he doesn't want to move to America and Jen's not loaded. So I'm just trying to figure out, is he really trying to make a fool out of her, or does he actually love her and he's just fucking hopeless at everything? Also, as you know, the extent of my knowledge in Indian culture is from Family Karma, another reality show. This is the only way, that and documentaries are the only way I learn things. So I don't know exactly how upset his family is going to be. But maybe this instructor / friend is right. Maybe it all just comes down to Rishi. And if Rishi's like, hey, I want to be with her and you all need to make it work, then I reckon they'd probably just get on board.
Chris and I have different styles, very different.
Shocking.
I'm not a big fan
She
of the
likes
couch.
knives and guns.
I like it all modern, no much
She likes-
things. She like it paints and colors and lamps.
Have you ever been paintballing? Oh, I know you're sitting there going, Wilko, you haven't. I have a number of times. I really like it. It's a good way to get out frustration. I haven't been for a long time, but when you go paintballing, I don't know, the couple of times I've been to different ones, there's a real sort of like commando theme. Yeah, sort of camouflage and netting. And I feel like that's the vibe that Chris has. Anything that looks like a doomsday prepper ready for the apocalypse, I think that's the vibe. Doomsday prep chic. Chris would like.
In order to prosecute the man who stole my rare motorcycle, I may have to leave and go back to Alabama
What happened exactly?
in 1 week. I may have to fly back the 19th and come back on the 21st.
You can't do it
That
by
means
video?
we would have to change our wedding date.
Chris wants out. Chris wants out. She's so angry about having to pay that extra $100 a month. And Jamie went and signed that lease and she's very, very mad about it. And this is her way of getting back at her, just leaving a lease to be Jamie's problem. So just in case you are noting this down, and I know a lot of the Sweet Baby Angels are loving the list of Chris's baggage. Just to add to the list of Chris's baggage, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Now she has to go to court because someone stole a rare motorcycle from her and she was counting on it. And now she needs to go into court to say that person did it. Like if you live overseas now, they should let you do a video call. Otherwise, shouldn't they? I don't know.
I can't not put this man in jail for what he did. I don't want to go
can't
back to
not.
Alabama, and I surely don't want to leave you. So I can't just let this man walk free, and it kills me to even have to talk about it. I don't want to change our wedding.
And her right now. And so her and
Oh, there's just so many things. Again, I'm not saying Jamie is this perfect sweet baby angel and she just truly loves Chris, but it does seem that Chris is tough. She's hard work and she says things and never really sticks to it and then she admits stuff and then all of a sudden you're like, what? So how many things do we have to deal with now? And now you want a knife? Jamie's right. She's incredibly unpredictable. You have absolutely no idea what you're going to get.
Ella no es una persona predecible. Que ella me diga en este momento que se necesita ir, siento que no va a regresar.
I feel that too. I feel like if she goes back home to Alabama, she's just going to stay there. This was just a fun thing in her head. And when she got there, it got very, very real. And as you've seen, Chris doesn't like living in reality.
But I'd like to get married in about a month.
It's Osama.
About a month.
He looks
Come on,
handsome.
she's an old lady.
Hey,
Calm down.
Osama.
Finally.
Did you miss me?
Finally, I miss you so much. The half was missing, getting connected now.
Yes, yes.
Let me just for beginning yourself. Can you close your eyes? Can you open them?
Oh, thank you.
what a magic trick.
Thank you, Osama.
Oh, okay, a bit of a wink. Oh, he says his other half has now returned and their love can blossom just like the flowers. Wait, close your eyes. Open them. Magic. Yeah, Osama rushing her saying, come on, you're 24, you're a lot more nimble than Deb, so maybe run to her, okay? She's also got other stuff going on. Deb, you know I love her. Deb has this youthful energy about her and even with the way that she was like running towards him going, Osama, like they're two young kids who haven't seen each other for 5 minutes. And that's kind of sweet. I think it's all a trap, but if they're staying in Morocco and Deb's not particularly loaded, she signed a prenup, so there's no way that Osama's going to get his hands on that cash. I'm not sure what Osama is in it for. Yes, I know he's in it for the souls to be connected. But apart from that, I'm trying to see the evil villainous side, and unless he wants to go to America, and it seems like they're going to live in Morocco, I don't know. I don't see it.
You make me feel good.
So, shall we go now?
Where we going?
We're going to Rabat.
Rabat?
Yeah, to
Okay,
the
I'm
nicest
ready.
place I told you about.
Osama, this isn't the place where people go to die, or is that Chemiset? Is that different? Where's the place in Morocco where you go to die?
Come, Debbie. It's the nicest place I told you about. Careful of the stairs.
I joke, but also a little bit of me thinks maybe that is Osama's plan, and maybe he hasn't entirely figured out that the prenup would pretty much make sure that he's not going to get his hands on any of that cash. So Debbie kind of needs to stay alive for you to get that cash money, Osama.
Para ti.
Thank
Oh, he's
Yo
coming
vine porque
apologizing.
yo quiero que arreglemos las cosas. Voy a explicar, que tú te pongas en mi lugar y que entiendas. Yo conocí esa chica, ella quedó embarazada.
Okay.
De mi parte, yo pensé que ella lo hubiera perdido natural. Eso fue lo que ella me dijo. Unos meses después, yo me enteré por parte de otra persona que ella quiso sacarlo. Pues yo, en realidad, yo sí quería ese bebé. Me siento cómodo recordando, hablando de eso.
Yo sé es difícil hablar de esta cosa en tu pasado. Yo sé. Tú estás defensivo y estás enojado conmigo porque yo pregunto.
Sí, lo sé. Y te pido disculpas por eso. Estuvo mal de mi parte.
Okay, so he's returned with flower in hand to apologize to Danielle, saying, look, this is the actual story, and this is why I didn't want to tell you that we didn't just lose the baby, that this particular person aborted the baby, a baby I actually wanted, and he felt quite emotional about it. Okay, all right, I guess we have to take Johan at his word at this stage, although there's just so many red flags around. Don't get me wrong, Danielle, you know how I feel about Danielle, but there's so many flags around Johan, and he's giving me like vibes of toxic masculinity, which is not a shocker, but even in the way that he can't show any emotion because that's not what men do. So he hides that with aggression, and he would rather argue about something or lie about it than show any emotion. Toxic. Danielle, and I don't know if she gobbles it right up, but she definitely gobbles a little of it and says, hey, thank you so much for telling me. These are the things that I need to know if we're going to have a solid foundation for a marriage. And it's just so wild that they got married so quickly when they really just should have like thought about this stuff and, you know, just hung out for a couple of years before doing so. But I'm crazy because I'm trying to put sort of common sense to insanity.
A mí en este momento Gabe me atrae tal y como está. No necesita nada más.
What they do is they hook up the nerves to the clitoris
this is about
to
his
the new
surgery.
phallus. And so if you don't have good nerves in your thigh, you're not going to have any tactile sensation.
Oh,
I
and you want
had
that.
3 surgeries.
Realmente son muy masculinas, pero hay un poco en esta zona del tórax.
Sí, es. No me gusta, es, mira,
Sí.
vaca.
Okay.
Y es muy grande.
That's so interesting. I've got a couple of friends who are trans, and generally top surgery is the easiest to go for first. So that's so interesting that Gabe went for the bottom surgery first. How, the amount of things that you would have to do to make you feel right in your own body, I just do not envy it one little bit. And it's good to know that Gabe is doing this for himself, because Isabella's like, well, you're everything that I want. I don't need you to change anything. But look, I haven't had any cosmetic surgery done, but there's bits in your body or on your body, and I couldn't even imagine what it's like to be a person who thinks that their body doesn't match what's on the inside, what's in their brain. They go, this is not right. This is not who I am. But we all have those things that we look at and we think, yeah, I reckon we could change that. And even though your partner might say, no, you don't need to change anything. You're perfect. You sit there and go, no, I'm not. I got things I got to fix.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, Kite
Look.
Festival.
Wow. It's like a lot of work.
Yeah, I think we have a battle.
Oh, you think somebody's trying
yeah.
to get it?
Yeah. At this day,
Battle.
we have a kite battle. You know some of the tricks that how you can like cut the other person's
Yes.
kite.
Put a Stanley knife.
Oh, one is gone.
Somebody
Yeah.
cut it and it's gone.
Yeah,
Oh, your
it's
kite's
Whoever
gone.
like win, they yell or wo kata. I cut your kite. Yeah.
Could you imagine having kite battles in Australia? Already tension is high with a lot of neighbours. So I could, the ones over there, not really great for me. No, they're not. There's nothing wrong with them. They just freak me out a little bit. And it takes a lot to freak me out. You know this. They stare. They stare a lot. Maybe they've never seen a gay in the wild before. So Rishi has tried to diffuse the situation even more by bringing over a kite and showing more of his culture to Jen, which is lovely, but also it's still missing the point on her biggest issue, which is we're engaged and you need to tell your parents and your family, and then we can just be engaged so they're not wasting their time looking at every village under the sun in every city to find you a wife.
For me, it went well and it came out very nicely.
It didn't work out nicely for me. Just be honest with me. Just be honest. Tell me. I won't be mad. Now I'm getting really mad. I'm sorry. Tell me.
Thinking too much. I'm telling you that.
We're looking, but Rishi said he's gonna find a wife for himself, so we're gonna back off. Realistically, what are the chances that your family will ever accept me?
I will give them a choice, like either you go with her or I will not marry with anyone. So,
I'm not satisfied with that.
Oh, how can you not be satisfied with that? Look, I get it. He should have told them before, and he should just tell them and rip the Band-Aid off, and the longer you drag it out and the more you lie to them, the worse it's going to get. So just tell them, because somehow, some way it's going to come out. But Jen, I don't know how that's a bad thing. Like, give him an ultimatum. Hey, I'm going to marry Jen, and if I don't marry Jen, if you're not cool with that, then I'm just going to marry nobody. I think that might get them on board pretty quick.
Like, just be honest with me. Like, be honest. Like, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth all the time. I'm not happy with that. What, you're going to say you're going to be with me, and if you're not going to be with me, then you're not going to be with anybody? Like, I'm not happy with that. Just tell me the truth, Rishi.
Can we do a crossover? Because maybe Jen and Rishi need to go on the show The Ultimatum. Not the queer one, although Sanjeet, Rishi's friend, might enjoy that. I definitely think Jen... As much as I'm not into ultimatums, that's why I'm not currently in a relationship. But Jen kind of needs to just say to Rishi, tell them or I pack up and I leave. It's been years. The end.
I think it would be great that if you move to my house. It's also like a very normal thing. This culture. How do you
She's
feel
not buying it.
About it?
I feel like that's going to be an issue. It's just not practical.
It's just not practical because I didn't look into this culture really at all before signing up to it.
Rishi, shady. Shady. But Jen, you think that he was just going to dump his entire family and be with you, and that's just not in their culture. That's just not what they do. I feel like you kind of have to give him a little bit of leeway because culture plays a big part. It's the way he grew up. Like, if he's trying to get you involved in the family to make this as seamless as possible, even though I think you should just rip the Band-Aid off and just tell them, maybe go along with it, help out.
Can you help me, please? I can't light the stove. I need to make some tea.
You can't light the stove?
See, my love, it's so easy.
Yes!
Don't
Excuse me.
What?
Finally.
Mahmoud is very condescending when he shows her how to do things. I think it's just the way he speaks and he keeps saying my love. I feel like my love is some sort of weird passive-aggressive attack every time he says it. And I kind of feel like I want to be passive-aggressive towards Nicole too. It's lighting a stove. I understand in the world that you live in, you might have like the tick, 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 but how hard is it to turn the gas on and go, doot? Have you ever been camping, Nicole? Oh, that's a dumb story. That's a dumb question. We didn't need to ask that. No, she has not.
Today, me and Nicole going to my uncle's house about the idea she have to start our own business making clothes.
When women try to go and shop for things that are like actually stylish and modest, it's really difficult.
Okay, all right. Well, this is great because then she could be the fashionista that she wants and cover her body. And match made in heaven, this will be perfect for the both of them. Something tells me this meeting is not going to go well, like many things with Nicole, because she would have to cover up to meet the uncle.
Just cover your budget. But maybe you think to cover your hair today?
I'm not covering my hair ever.
Okay, sweetie.
I will never do it again. Yeah.
You can say that.
You can think that. Oh my God. There is a bit of lost in translation. It's not his first language, English, but when he says things like, well, you can think that, it's so toxic. You got to laugh because otherwise it's quite terrifying. Nicole, if it offends his family and you're going to his uncle for guidance and possibly like a joint business thing, then maybe cover up. Like when I go overseas and let's say you go to Thailand and you enter a temple, you have to be covered up. And I would do that because I'm going to their place.
I would be wearing short sleeves.
You never showed me that.
Yes, I did.
You never did.
Yes, I did.
You never did. So now it's come up. So this.
Oh, he's so mad.
So now you can decide. I'm serious about the clothes because. No way. I think we not can be together.
You can't be with me, you can't be with me, but don't have me come here, work really hard, and then just be like, I don't want to be with you because you can't.
I don't want to talk anymore. I'm serious.
You can't be that mad, Nicole, for all the reasons I previously stated. Plus, he's younger than you. This is his first ever relationship, and it's a marriage. And he's a petulant little bitch. So you cannot be surprised. In fact, I think you guys kind of get off on the arguing at this stage. I'm not sure what else we can say about it. He's petulant because he goes straight to, well, I think that's it. I think we're done. I don't think we can be in this marriage anymore. And I have the same feeling. Wrap it up.
If you have the implant, it'll be erect, but it's going to be more.
Si tiene el implante,
It's going to still poke out more.
pero va a ser más grande y todavía se va a cocinar más.
It will cool.
¿Será como el mío o esa?
No. Okay.
Tamaños bien, no quiero más grande.
No.
No. Quiero vivir.
I agree, Isabel. Bigger isn't always better. In fact, when it's sometimes too big, it's like, well, I'm not going to be able to get on the treadmill tomorrow. Sure, that's another excuse I could use. Imagine having to think of all these things. I do not envy all the things that Gabe has had to go through. But it's so nice to know that Isabel is like, what you've got, perfection. Don't change it. I certainly don't want it to be any bigger. And all of you sweet baby angels, even though you're not spoiling it for me, you keep saying to me, don't be on Team Gabe. And I'm just so worried when I see these beautiful moments in their relationship. I think, why is it such a trap? What is going to happen?
I am still able to. Comes out. It's just, it has a long way to go because my urethra is longer. So that's why I still have fluid coming out. This is a lot of penis talk. I'm so sorry to my mom, to my grandma. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My nan seems to enjoy penis talk. I've got another story. Bring it in. When I was like 18, my nan decided to have a sex toy party. Yeah. It's interesting that she did that, but she doesn't really love that I'm gay. And when I say she doesn't love that I'm gay, she really hates that I'm gay. But sex toy parties. So Rishi's idea is to sort of just like have Jen be in the family so much that she's just a part of the household and voila, instant bride. It's a joint family sitch. And I don't know if this full house scenario is going to work, especially when Jen is who she is and there's so many things that a woman in this culture would have to do.
आज आपको कैसा लग रहा है कि मैं आपकी क्लास लगाऊंगी? आज मैं आपको सब कुछ समझाऊंगी. यहाँ कैसे काम करती हैं ladies?
Can you come in and help me translate?
So I can't come in. This is all the ladies are standing here. That's why. A man cannot walk in between.
That's very interesting. I'm really liking that because right now I'm super irritated with him. It's probably for the best.
I'm really liking that. Yeah. It's probably for the best because Rishi is trying to make me an Indian bride and I do not want this.
So she's learning all the things and I love that she's sort of, trying to do something, but she's not going to want to do this. In fact, she was pretty against it on the balcony, so why even entertain him this much? I'm not sure.
Early in the morning. 4 o'clock.
She make tea every day in the morning for her family.
Does your husband ever wake up early and make chai for you?
No. Never.
Never.
Jen, listen, Jen, that's not the culture, and it never happened. So that lady was like laughing, like, "Are you kidding? You expect that he's gonna get up and make me tea? That's crazy, Jen. You're crazy." Jen, I love that you're learning things. Once again, I don't know why, because you're not going to do any of this stuff, and you're certainly not going to be in a joint household. So far, the only thing of the Indian culture when it comes to living in a household that Jen enjoys is that if there's a group of women, a man can't walk through them. He's not parting the seas. Like, he can't go through it. And Jen's like, this is actually really great.
Since we met, he told me how much he likes the fact that I'm very independent. So I made the assumption that Rishi and I are on the same page. I'm not sure that serving Rishi's family is the life for me. I don't have 2 master's degrees, so I can go be a maid for your family.
The things that you would talk about before you committed to moving there. But if they didn't not talk about all these things, would we even have a show? The answer would probably be no. Speaking of more people who have barely communicated, it's been a little while since we've checked in on Jamie and Chris. The last time we saw them in this episode, Chris was breaking the news that she might have to postpone the wedding with Jamie and go back to Alabama, and Jamie's rightly thinking, maybe this bitch is never going to come back.
I'm in a lot of pain. I feel I'm going to be limited to what I can do today.
More pain today.
Go
It's
to the
awful for
flea
her.
market, maybe look and see it a few minutes.
Baby, at the flea market right now. Are you feeling? I think I can get out to even look at the flea market right now.
What happened?
I'm in too much pain.
We need home and call the doctor?
Really
I
just
think
comes
so.
on, doesn't
Don't
it?
cry, baby. Right now, I have panic.
No sé qué tengo que hacer.
Eso se llama un diclofenaco intramuscular llamado Voltaren. Le voy a recetar también una cosa que se llama un relajante muscular.
You need a shot.
Si ella no se opera, el dolor cervical se va a volver un dolor crónico constante. O se opera, según el médico tratante, o sencillamente va a tener que convivir con el dolor.
Chris. Got so much stuff going on. It's so interesting that she talks about how she had ghosted Jamie before, but she kind of made out that Jamie was the reason that Chris had to ghost her because she was being a little bit too much. And now I look at Chris and I think Jamie is literally holding you like a baby, and still Chris talks about Jamie being too much. I think you're actually lucky to have someone this patient at this stage, with all of the things that you want and all of the things that you maybe hadn't fully told her, that she's now realizing the gravity of it all.
I went outside.
For what?
You know for what. So are you ready to go to my uncle's?
Like, what's the point? What's the point now? I mean, you said you don't want to be with me.
Okay, Nicole. So you don't want to do?
I'm packing my to leave because you told me that's what you want.
I didn't say you can stay anyway.
No, you don't want me. I'm gone. I gave up everything. I came here.
She's
to
been
be with
waiting for you to say
because
go.
I won't wear the clothes you want. You like.
Okay, if really you want me or not.
What the Mahmoud?
Everything you promised me, you never did. So what? That changed my mind a lot. To can be with you.
Okay. I would like that in writing, Mahmoud, just all the things that you have changed to be with Nicole. I would like to see that list. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I just would like to see all the things. It definitely feels like you're not letting these things slide, but you're just waiting for her to submit. And Nicole is not willing to submit. You might have her pinned down, but she's not tapping on the mat. She obviously knew that you didn't mean like go, but she's packing anyway because it's really aggressive. It's passive aggressive. No, it's just aggressive. And she knows that that's going to make more drama. Like she's 38 and she still acts so childlike.
Now I know for sure, like, that there's like a pretty big issue. I mean, I was under the impression that giving up my apartment, giving up everything, is a pretty big gesture of love.
I know, but never I felt like I'm the right person who need it. When I first married you, I think we can have it. This is what I think, but I feel I never can make you happy.
No, you're never going to be able to make her happy if she changes everything about herself. That, like, when you met her, Mahmoud, did you think that she was going to be the type of girl that was going to change everything about herself, completely cover herself up, remove herself from all of her friends, and just like be the only thing in her life, apart from chucking the stove on to make some tea? Like, what did you think was going to happen with this American girl that you met in your fabric store? Come on, fabric boy. Like, I don't think you're stupid.
Stop playing with me. This is why we never get anything done. You're always like, just like playing these weird little games.
It's okay, whatever. Think whatever you want. Yeah, because I don't want to fight.
What about me?
Okay.
What about
Nicole, you
JGB?
can decide now. You want me or not?
Oh, and here it is. Let's chuck them on the ultimatum too. It'll be a very quick episode. Do you want me or not? When you see these relationships, you want to see the love side for it to balance out and go, well, I understand that they've got these problems, but they really love each other. Like with Isabel and Gabe, I can see that they actually really love each other. They might have their own toxic little traits like we all do, but they really can connect. With Mahmoud and with Nicole, I don't see the love side. There doesn't seem to be a lot of affection there. It just seems to be arguing from the second she landed, even in the video call before she got on the plane.
I'm not going to stay under these conditions. I'm not going to stay with a
You are really...
Oh, don't call
I've had
her a
enough.
fucking asshole. Oh, she's had enough. Is that it? Oh, now she's had enough. Okay. Good stuff, Nicole. But you've got to go see the uncle and build the clothing business. But right beforehand, have a huge blow up. Exhausting. I don't know how any of you are doing it. All right, that's another episode down of 90 Day Fiancé. Still so many things coming on the channel. I Kissed a Boy, Selling Sunset, The Ultimatum, the queer one. I'm very excited for that season. And if you love yourself some maths, we're doing Maths Mondays. You can only get them at rehashed.com.au. If you can't get to the website, there is a link in the description below. Sign up today and get yourself some maths on a Monday. I'll see you in the next episode. Sweet baby angel. Bye-bye.